Hi everyone, Morgan here, and baby O, well, she's a little fussy, and I also want to say if you hear any sounds of cicadas, boy, they're loud right now. It's the only time I've been able to make this video, and of course the cicadas come out in rapture. Hear that? Sure you hear that. Today we are going to be talking about October preps. What should you be prepping this month? There's a lot to get to, so let's go ahead and get to it, right? Okay, the first one is cold weather preps. So really anything like clothing, heating alternatives, vehicle winterization, and also vehicle car kit. So I will be making a specific video about car kits here in a little bit, but for the winter as well, depending on, how bad your winter actually gets. But clothing, so let's stock up on, hats and gloves and scarves and socks and anything you would need for winter, especially for kids, right? Because they're outgrowing stuff a lot. So you're going to need to up the supplies of, those warm things. Usually I will actually try to get the warm clothes like in spring when they're discounting and all that stuff. But usually there's always something in like September, October in which I'm like, oh yeah, you guys need new socks or something. And I'm like, whoops. So try to look for that stuff for you or for anybody else, and just go through your winter gear and just see if there's anything you might need. Heating, so prepare alternative heating sources. Do you have the propane sources? Do you have a wood stove? When was the last time you got your fireplace checked? Things like that. So look into that stuff. If you have any electric heating options, you may want to consider, how are you going to power those electric heating options? Do you have a solar or a power bank generator that's going to work, or a gas generator? Like, how are you going to power those electric heating sources? Electric heating sources actually take an absurd amount of power. So you may actually want to think about switching those over to propane, like the Mr. Heaters and stuff like that. Okay, so then of course, like I said, the vehicle winterization. Like when we were up in Alaska, we had to actually winterize our vehicle, like legit. Like we had to get the battery warmer and all this other stuff. Anyway, if you are not in that situation, you could do things like get emergency blankets and emergency supplies in your vehicle, especially for whatever type of winter that you will experience there. Get sand or kitty litter, the shovels for snow, things like that. But extra blankets, extra emergency blankets, food, water might be a little tough in the winter, but you could trade that out every once in a while. Get something in which you could heat up the water, get a little pot so if you get snow, you can melt snow and drink it. Okay, so the next section is going to be harvest and food storage. So there's still going to be some canning and preservation, from the harvest. A lot of people, they just like throw everything in the freezer, and then they're like, okay, in October and November, I'll do all the preserving. That's me. So go ahead and focus on the canning, dehydrating, and freeze drying. So I want you to stock up on fall specific foods, like seasonal foods like pumpkins and squash and apples and potatoes. Those can be stored long term. You can also preserve those really well in canning and freeze drying and dehydrating. I also want you to consider bulk goods storage. So I actually am going to be taking part in Stocktober, and I am going to be showing how and what we're stocking up. Hopefully once a week video, we'll see, either as a short or as a full form video. We'll see. But anyway, I am taking part in Stocktober. We have been eating our preps a lot, but I really want to stock up a little bit more. So anyway, bulk goods, restock that pantry essentials, especially as winter is coming. So the flour and the sugar and the salt and the spices, and the ingredients for like soups and stews. Go ahead and can some soups and stews so that you have that ready to go. Easy meals, right? General emergency supplies, lighting, and batteries. So if now is actually a really good time to start looking into lighting. I actually just upped our batteries. I got like a whole bunch of bulk double and AAA batteries, as well as rechargeable options. And I'm also making sure that all of our power banks are charged up and ready to go for any circumstances. So that's a really good time right now to go check that stuff. Go check your alternative power banks and get those charged up, and make sure any other backup power is good to go. Like check your generators, go ahead and put some gas in it, brand new gas, let it run, stuff like that. First aid, go ahead and stock up. We actually realized, like, we go through our first aid stuff a lot, but we had a little bit of an accident. Well, not me, my oldest had an accident on a bike, and we were camping and realized that we just didn't have like a lot of first aid stuff. So I'm actually doing a video about that as well, the restock of the car first aid kit. So definitely go through all your first aid kits, your home, your car, your work, your EDC, all the first aid kits that you have, and all your first aid supplies in general, kits or not. Go ahead and go through them and refresh them. It's a good time for medication as well. Go through all your medications. You may want to stock up on some cold medicine and stuff like that, because that stuff will go away as the season goes on, and more people get sick and they are going there as they need stuff. You don't want to go there as you need stuff. You want to go to the store, before you might need that stuff. Okay, so get that stuff now. If you want to start making your elderberry syrup and stuff like that, get your elderberries and do that, right? So start getting all that first aid and medicine stuff going. Security and home maintenance. So let's go ahead and walk through your home, do an inspection for drafts, seal any windows, update or actually get weather stripping. Sometimes that stuff can kind of wear away, so go ahead and just update them. Clean the gutters to prevent water damage from rain or snow, and generally just do kind of like a home inspection, like in and around your home, just to seal up any gaps or anything like that. She's staring hard at that art. I wonder what she's staring at. Staring hard at that. That's the light. Just don't look at that light, okay? Don't blind yourself there. Okay. Security with longer nights. Go ahead and check your outdoor lighting. Get some motion sensor lights, okay? Whether electric or solar. Even in Alaska, we use solar lights, and they actually worked pretty well at night, for our extended nights, let me say. I was pretty surprised about that, but look into your security systems and your outdoor lighting, any other security, systems you might need. Get window alarms. This is the next one, planning for holidays, gift prepping. Right now, I really like to get all my gifts just out of the way right now so that I'm not last minute shopping for stuff. And everybody seems to have all their Christmas stuff out right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but everybody has their Christmas stuff. Costco and Walmart. You're just walking down these aisles are you serious? It's September. Okay, well, it's October technically, but it started coming out in September and you're like, what is going on? But yeah, so Christmas, start getting all that Christmas stuff out of the way, or at least get a list together of your preps. Of your gifts that you're going to be giving, and also your cooking supplies. So right now is the best time to start getting all of that holiday food. If you are planning on getting canned pumpkin or canned anything, or it's a strange thing, last year I needed some marshmallow fluff, couldn't find it. Not within a 20-mile radius, there was no marshmallow fluff. So I couldn't make what I wanted to make, but that's okay. And it was really frustrating, not knowing, what I wanted to make and then not having it, right? So right now, know what you want to make for the holidays, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and stock up on that stuff now. If you can get a turkey or a ham right now, do that, right? If you can get your canned whatever, your canned cranberries or whatever you're gonna have, get it now, okay? Whatever you need for the holidays, try to get it now. If you need fresh stuff, obviously you're gonna have to get that, pretty close. Okay, and the last one is emergency drills. I want you to go ahead and review your emergency plans. This is especially important for winter emergency plans. Go ahead and practice emergency drills, and then check your smoke detectors. Fires can still happen even in the winter, so make sure that everything is up to date, and it's good to review your fire escape plan. It's good to review your just bugging out plan, your bugging in plans, any type of emergency drills or emergency plans that you have in place. Go ahead and just review them and go over them with the family. I have a link that goes over a checklist of this October preps down below in the description. So go ahead and click on that, go to the blog post, print out that page, and be prepared for this month with these few ideas. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you are planning to do in October. Comment down below in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. Whoa! Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.